Alright. Welcome back to the house of Fata Morgana. So I reached the part, it took me a while, but I reached the part where we had to make the decision um, to deny Giselle on her not loving us. Because the last time I wasn't fast enough and we got a bad ending. So now, it took me a while. I got to this point. Hold on. The final visitor, right? She brings her hand towards my throat. This is where I made the mistake and act slow. So we're gonna fix that and get a different ending, probably. And I make no attempt to move out of her way. Hold on, before I do that, there we go, that's more quiet because that was loud. It's just really loud. Okay, so I had to be quick, had to be very quick. Frigid death itself, sparkle than anything I've felt from her thus far, da da da. If she were to wrap her hands around my neck, it wouldn't even have to squeeze to stop me from breathing. This is the fork in our road. One word will decide everything. Not much time. Come on. Deny. Good. I did it. Of course I'll deny it. While I was floating in the darkness, I heard a voice. Regrettably, it took me far too long to realize that it was your voice crying for help, calling for me. You may have lost hold of your old self, but somewhere deep down you kept calling for me, which is how I found my way here. I refuse to believe that isn't real. I refuse to stomp on a love that survived for hundreds of years. By all means, hate me. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't care if you spit bile at me for the rest of eternity. I will not let go of this hand, because you asked me not to. I could kill you right now. If that's what you want, then go right ahead. But I will fight you with all I've got. Giselle. I missed you too much to lose you again. No. I don't care if it makes you despise me. I don't care if you think I'm being inconsiderate. I want to save you. But I'm not the Giselle you once knew. I'm an abomination. My mind and body are twisted beyond recognition. I am a disgusting monster. The woman you fall in love with does not exist anymore. So just forget about me. You are the one who should be saved, set free from me. You look the same to me. Your manner of speaking, your temperament, your physical appearance may all have changed. But you are still the same Giselle I love. You should never have done anything for a foolish girl like me. You gave your life to save mine, and I hated you for that. I never once considered how you felt with those knights pointing their blades at you, or what drove you to allow me to live. I should have, but I didn't. I was the one who trusted the witch, and yet I complained when you never showed up. I unfairly resented you for it. I'm horribly self-centered. I am a horribly self-centered person. You would be so much better off with someone pure and unburdened with all the nasty suspicion and doubt and animosity. You would be so much happier with someone like her. Giselle, you've been paying attention, haven't you? Haven't you? You were there for all the tales I told you. For everything that has happened up to this moment. So you should know how lonesome a woman I am. Too weak to even keep herself together. No, Giselle. I'm nothing compared to her. Giselle! Yeah. See, you haven't changed one bit. You still get louder and louder the more you lose your temper. Why do you feel the need to compare yourself to her? Who's her? Oh, the past version too. Because she is a better match for you. Giselle, I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. I am so sorry for keeping you waiting. And I want you to believe me when I say that I dearly miss you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted you back, and that has not changed. Believe me, I loved you. No. Giselle! Her name changed to Giselle. I miss you so much too. She leaps into my arms and she is just as cold as ever. Her warmth-deprived body feels like the embodiment of all my mistakes. I wrap my arm around her, and I immediately filled with unparalleled relief. Even as she sobs into my chest, her body cold as ice. And then, ooh, the darkness parts. We are once more at the top of the observation tower. It's still shrouded in a miasma of shadows, but we're back in the mansion now. We have emerged from the darkness in our hearts. Michelle. Yes. I'm sorry. For what? I never should have erased you from my memories. Yours are the memories I need to hold on to tightest. I was so glad to hear that you say you still love me, even after learning the truth about me. Thank you so much. I am incredibly relieved. As I watch, it felt like you were slipping further and further away from me, Giselle. It terrified me. Maybe it makes me a coward or pitiful, but I was truly afraid of you coming to hate me. I would never hate you, Michelle, ever. Thank you. We must leave this place. What? It would not be the wise for us to remain here long. The air is still thick with darkness. But the front door won't open. And even if we could get out from somewhere, what would happen to us? We've finally found each other again after so long. I want to share a quiet, modest life with you, like before. What if that all disappears when we step outside? After all, we are... She doesn't finish, but I feel like I know what she was going to say. We're different now. She stepped far outside the bounds of morality. Mortality, oh. And the same could be said for me, of me. I am, the man known as Michelle is, long since dead. The mansion itself does not follow the rules of nature either, as it being no longer in possession of their proper forms. Stepping outside these walls could very mean the end of us. I can't say what might lay in store, but we must return. Even though by staying here, we could be together for all time. I don't imagine that would be a very happy life. There's no sun here, there's no chirping birds, no trees, or breeze to rustle the leaves. If we stay here, the nothingness will eat away at us. We have finally reattained our old selves. We need to take action now while we can. What if I say I wanted to stay here? Then I'll drag you out. Hehe. It's almost like we've switched places. Back then it was you who wanted to stay. It's also kinda funny hearing you speak favorably of outside, and especially the sun. The words "that's all thanks to you" are on my lips, but before I can say them I find myself hypnotized by her smile. That smile has picked me up so many times. She claims it's her only redeeming feature, but if she didn't have it, my life would have gone in a very different direction. I'm grateful to have gotten that back too. Say, we're in the middle of a very, touching reunion, wouldn't you say? I suppose so, yes. And wouldn't you say that there is a certain way these things usually go? Huh? Are you really gonna make me say it? I was, hoping you might perhaps kiss me. What? What? Oh, seriously, what? Where did all that boldness from a second ago go? What happened to all the momentum you were building? Yeah, about that. I think it might be more appropriate later. Later? How much later? After we find an exit. Where, you know, it's in a hurry. You're just making excuses because you don't want to. I swear that's not it. Giselle. Let's save that for when things aren't as crazy. I can't relax and enjoy it right now. What are you, 12? Oh, hush. Alright, fine. But you better keep your word, got it? Promise. Let's go then. Let's find our way out of the mansion. There, our frozen time should begin moving again. And hopefully, where our future awaits, it will be... No, we'll make it so. Yes, we will. The thing is, if the mansion maintains their life, if they step outside they're gonna die because time would flow naturally and their lives would just end. If we leave the mansion, it should release our souls as well, and in doing so, should finally provide her deliverance. So I mustn't hesitate. Oh god, is there gonna be a choice again? To end all of this, both of us, we must start again. This is where we... What? Wait, what? It's a witch? Hold on. Witch? You best not do anything now. Darkness. Ooh, this is new. This is a new OST. It's a blackness purer than anything I've experienced in this house. Not a trace of light anywhere to be found. Why did I ever think the house would let us go so easily? Why did I ever think our time in the darkness was over? Michelle! Yeah. The darkness surged through the open doors like a wave, flooding the observation tower. Like ivy growing wildly to cover every last inch of every surface. Consuming, defiling, eroding. Our fingers slip apart, and concentrated surge rained down upon us. Ah, how hideous a world this is. No, Michelle. Please, please. Oh no. Don't let go of my hand. Okay. Oh god, something bad's happening. Giselle! Michelle! I said I would never let go of her again, then why did you let go? I said I wouldn't let go out. I wouldn't let her out of this. I said I would get her out of this place. I swore I would. But as hard as I tried to reach, I can't reach her hand. Why did you let go in the first place? We're drifting further apart. Help, Michael! I mean, Michelle, good lord. I can't move. I can't move my body. I went out of my way to give you a beautiful tragedy. So why must you so stubbornly insist on this ugliness? The more you struggle, my dears, the thicker and more palpable your filthiness becomes. Ah, it's sickening. Wouldn't you agree? She always spat her bile with a song like Cain's. Sing like a little girl, chirping like a morning bird. She celebrates misery. And she watches for the worst possible moment, so let out a cackle. Morgana! What's that? Here? That's not here. That's blackness or here. Oh, that's her. The Witch Morgana, I swear you two are hopeless. I pity you. I give you my deepest condolences. Let go. Let me go. Don't take me away from him. Giselle. The darkness seeping into her grew thicker by the moment. And his black tendrils weren't just wrapped around her, but me as well. Stop this, Morgana. Let her go. Ah, how... Wow, nothing more original. I need a devoted puppet to protect this mansion for me. So I can't give her up, not even at your request. Besides, why should I give back something you threw away? Something you abandon again and again. What are you talking about? You still haven't figured it out, my dear. Are you still feigning ignorance of your own convenience? You always did like to withhold anything that might prove disadvantageous. Michelle. Giselle, give me your hand. Reach harder. Reach as hard as you can. Grab my hand. I can't do it. It's like I'm tied up. I can't move at all. She's right there. She waited so many hundreds of years for me. Finally managed to I think I need to act fast here. Finally managed to reclaim herself. And she's right there. So why can't my hand go any further? Why can't I reach her wrist, her hand, or even a strand of her flowing hair? Why can't I get her back again? Michelle! I need to act fast. Do I need to act fast? Her voice is growing fainter and more distant. The darkness shrouds her, taking her away from me. Her arms, her fingers, the hands she led me with. Her smiling face. One's glowing grin and her now more modest smile. The witch's darkness is stealing every last bit of her. Do I need to act fast now? Michelle. Go faster. Stop. Please don't do this. Take me instead of her. Why? Why does it have to be her? Why her? Morgana! Why? Because your work is done, my dear. By all accounts, as the one who resurrected me, you should have become my guide as well. But you let a silly woman emotionally manipulate you, and you gave up on cursing others. And then you threw away your life. Deluded into thinking you were protecting her. Morgana, you already gave up the position once. You don't think you can just walk up and ask for it back. Set Giselle free. I'll do anything you ask. If you need a puppet, I'll be your puppet. If you want more from me, it's yours for the taking. But I can't leave her to remain in this cursed house any longer. You certainly have let your obsession for this girl take its toll on you. I much prefer the old pessimistic, cynical Michelle. It wasn't until I met Giselle I truly became human. She made me into what I am supposed to be. I can't lose her again. Is that so? Well, you come to the harsh realization soon enough that everything you saw in her was just a facade. It was not. Hee. Alright then. If you want her back so badly, you can have her. But in exchange, I want you to entertain me. Will you endure maddening agony for me? Will you know the pain enough to make you howl? Will you know pain enough to make you howl? Will you face despair again and again and again? If you need her that badly, you can bear anything, can't you? If that's what you want from me, if that will allow her to see the sun once more. Brilliant. Wait, Morgana! Morgana! As you wish, foolish boy. I was looking for a way to keep busy anyway. So I use you to kill some time. Find your way to me, my dear. Find your way to me without going mad or succumbing to despair. And do hurry, or she might lose her mind again. Those memories you force her to relive. Those hundreds of years she spent locked away in her shell. All that fear that ate away at her is a bit too much to reflect on with a clear mind, wouldn't you say? That's why I need to be there for her. Why I have to get her out of here. That is my obligation to her. You're the one who let go of her hand, though. You can put a broken cup back together, but the slightest tap in the wrong place will shatter it again. Morgana. The witch cackling fades into the distance. My outstretched hand is completely enveloped in the shadows. I can't even make out the faintest outline of it. I can't tell if I'm sinking, floating, or being pushed along some invisible stream, or falling with incredible speed. My eyes are open, but they can detect nothing. The complete lack of sound is almost painful. Nothing, anything, anywhere. Void. My consciousness begins to drift. Vague remnants of the feeling of her hand in my mind are my only link to reality, my one and only landmark. Giselle. I must get back to her. She waited, enduring for hundreds, no, almost 1,000 years. And now it's my turn to act. I have to hold that resolve, hold it firm, so that I never forget her again, so that I never lose myself again. Even if I'm consumed by the darkness, you must never back down. You must never look away. You must never lose her. I was thinking I might need to, like, click something, but no. Good. The house in Fata Morgana. The story behind the story. The story behind the story. There's a new chapter. No new chapter. Hey, Master. Hello? Is anyone in there? Master? Oh, good, welcome back. What's gotten into you? I thought you had fallen asleep with your eyes open. I'm not accustomed to people needing my attention. Or, I suppose, talking face to face at all. This is my mansion. Giselle's right in front of me. Smiling like she always did. Smiling for me. You're not hurt, Giselle. You have been alone for 10 years. But now I'm living here with you. So, what do you say we do a little practice conversation? Practice conversation. What exactly do you think I am? No offense intended. I just thought it might be nice if you had more back and forth skills. So in short, you're saying that I'm such a poor conversationalist I need training. Hey, don't get so snippy. This is not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm saying we don't talk enough and I want to talk to you more. It's fun. How is this torture? All of this is gonna go to shit eventually. No. This is an old memory. From when Giselle first returned to the mansion. And when we were just starting our new lives together. When we were still feeling around in the dark. What exactly would you like to talk about then? Each other, of course. I have nothing to say. No, let's not be rash. It can be anything. Things you like, things you don't like. Start with something small, insignificant. Does that serve any purpose? It does, yes. The more you know about someone, the closer you feel to them, and the better friends you can become. Is that how it works? Now that that's out of the way. Ask me something. Ask me anything and I'll gladly answer. Her eyes are lit up like a child. Is she really eager to converse with me? I don't believe it. What's the matter? I'm ready for anything. Very well, I'll ask whatever comes to mind. Go for it. Oh, there's a choice which I am going to save. New beginning. You haven't told me about your age, your family, your preferences. Do you like being here? Of course, I love it here. Being with you, being able to talk to you like this. I see that I don't understand. What? Why not? I find it difficult to believe there exists any reason to speak with me about speaking with me would be anything but unpleasant. Yes or negative? Oh, hush. Say that, for example, instead of me, there was someone not so pessimistic here. Would you rather be talking to them, won't you? You would rather be talking to them, won't you? I really do enjoy this, truly. You avoided the question. I will admit my time down in that village was, for the most part, delightful. You sure about that? But, oh, how should I put this? I started realizing, yeah, that I'm kind of forcing myself to fit that image. And I'm trying to convince myself that that's okay. But somehow when I'm here, there's none of that. I wonder why that is. I certainly wouldn't know. I suppose you wouldn't. I know, maybe I think of you as a kid now. Come again? I love talking to kids. I'm not a child. Hey now, don't give me that look. What I'm trying to say is, you're very sincere, Master. You're not going to smile and then stab me in the back when I turn the other way. I can relax around you, which is nice. I see. You just blushed, didn't you? You're blushing, you're so adorable. You adorable little thing. It's alright, you're allowed to fall for me. Hehehe. Is there any window in particular you like to be thrown out of? No fun at all. That was kind of fun. You haven't told me your age, your family, tell me your preferences. Let's start with... Tell me about your family. I already know about your family. You want to know about my family? We're perfectly normal, I think. Not much interesting about us. We had been able to get citizenship in the capital, but we weren't super rich or anything. In fact, it was because we were having money troubles that I ended up here. It's not easy for 3 women to make it on their own. We didn't have a father or any brothers. No, we lost my father to a plague when I was young, and since then it's been me, my mother, and my older sister. But they're both bright, lively people. Our family motto is, a smile can make anything better. Maybe that explains why she can still smile now, even after nearly succumbing to despair. I've always kind of wanted some brothers though. Men are more suitable to physical labor, yes. Not quite what I was going for. I feel like, I don't know, the kinds of things you would ask a brother and sister for help with are different. I'm not sure how to explain it, but a guy with broad shoulders and muscular arms is someone you can look up to for an instant. Someone who looks like they always keep you safe. She's never been betrayed by her family, it would seem. She can't even imagine family hurting her. She has no idea that those closest to you, those who are supposed to care about you more than anything, can be your greatest enemies. That blood is a bond heavier than any chain. Master, I believe your brothers are still on your side. It's been so long, I don't know if they are. I don't know what they think about me anymore. I'm sure they're still your allies. You want to believe it too, don't you? You want to believe they're not enemies. Let's believe in them together then. Anything you want to believe, you should. It's such a better way to look at the world than any other way around. You have to be positive, or one day you'll crack. Always remember to have faith so that doesn't happen. I don't understand. She's honest about her emotions in a way I simply cannot be. She is the exact opposite of me in that regard. And yet she can still read me. I don't get it. How can she understand me like that? It's like she can read my mind. If only I could just tell her everything. Make it all another page in our mindless chatter. Get everything weighing down on me off my chest. Is something the matter? You're cruel. What? I said you're cruel. I'm sorry. Ignore me. In preparation for the day you can finally go back home. You're going to have to stop being such a picky eater. Where did that come from? Think about how terrible it would be if, when that day finally came, you went back sickly and weak and emaciated. You wouldn't be able to enjoy yourself. You're still alright, Master. You're doing okay. So let's try to keep you healthy. When is all this gonna go to hell? Because the witch says that would you endure tragedy or would you endure despair to reach her again? You haven't told me about your age. My age? Hehe, take a guess. I thought she said she wouldn't tell me anything. She would tell me anything. Oh, do I have to choose? If I say something wrong, don't blame me. Yes. $18, $20, $25. Did she tell me her age before? No, I don't think so. Are you 20, 25? 20, 25. 25? Are you saying I look mature? I guess I was wrong. Well, I'm making an effort to act a little more grown up. You shot just a tiny bit too high there. So how old are you? 20. Oh, I knew it! I was born as summer was starting, so I will be 21 soon. You're surprisingly young. Surprisingly. You're just rather well developed. Just where are you looking at? They're kinda hard to miss. But for goodness sake. You're next, Master. How old are you? Probably... As I recall, I should be 27 this year. Oh wow, you're much older than I expected. What did you expect? You are very mellow, like I would expect of an older man, but every once in a while you give the impression of a teenage boy, so... For what it's worth, I mean that in a good way. What it's worth. How many preferences? Whoa, that's very forward of you. My taste in men is the last thing I expected you to ask about, Master. Why do you assume it's taste in men? I could ask the same question about food, or movies, or music. I don't recall specifying people, right? No, don't fret the details. It's only natural to be curious, so let's make it about that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about. Alright then. Tell me about your first crush, Master. If you say the witch, I swear. And I have to start. Never had one. What? No, I'm not buying it. Yeah, that's not true because we saw in a flashback. You were living at home 10 years ago, weren't you? Surely there was someone who caught your eye. There was not. Without missing a beat. I'll find out, I'll go. My first crush was the son of a blacksmith. You missed the part where I asked what kind of guy he was. You missed the part where you asked what kind of guy he was, oh my god. This is such a pain. Then why you... Okay. Since you asked, he was a huge... I didn't ask. He was a huge, muscular fellow. He was so tall that he could always hit his head on the doorway whenever he came to our shop to trade. Oh. Nice beefy guys are great, huh? They make your heart get all fluttery and light and tight. Are you trying to imply I don't have a chance? I think that was more admiration than love. You know the way a group of girls will get together and fawn over a popular good-looking guy? It was like that. So you're saying the buff bastard was popular? Very much so. I wonder what love feels like. I never got a chance to find out before ending up like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get all dark on you. Oh, things are gonna get very dark in a minute, Giselle, just wait. Say whatever's on your mind. I don't deserve your consideration. It was my family that put you through that, after all. Perhaps it is my receipt, oh my god. It's my recitance that caused her to watch her step around me. Damn. I need to come up with something to say. When I was 14. Oh? You asked about my first crush, then you were lying. Ah, I knew you had one. So tell me, what was she like? What was that sound? She was the daughter of a noble family. Her name was Amy. Amy. I'm gonna call her Amy. Ayami. And she was a year older than me. Ah, love between nobilities. A world I can only even imagine. It never went anywhere. What? You didn't even try to woo her? You didn't shower her with presents? And presents? No. Were you by chance a late bloomer, Master? She was my brother's fiance. Oh, I see. So, it was love that could never be realized. That's sad. Not really. Besides, I don't feel anything for her anymore. And what I felt then was just impulse. I guess that makes us both inexperienced. I suppose it does. Okay, I think that's enough of that. So it is. When is this despair coming? When is the evil coming? Unless this is the despair right here. This is the evil that he has encountered to entertain the witch. I see what I was saying, Master. With just a short conversation, I know you better than I did before. You and you me. That's fine and well, but what do I do with that knowledge? You don't do anything with it. It's fun learning things you didn't know before. That's all there is to it. And what happens when there's nothing left to learn? That's the day I don't think will ever come. People are always changing, growing, so there's no upper limit to what you can know about them. There's always something new to discover. Maybe we'll be here for many more years, or maybe you'll be able to go home sooner than you expect. But either way, I hope we can keep getting to know each other until then. And of course, if you're open to it, it doesn't have to end there. We can continue to know each other for years to come. Hey now, what are you looking away for? What do you think it's because you keep throwing me off balance? A few moments ago, I was doing everything in my power to avoid her, and yet now that smile of hers seems so oddly enchanting. I don't understand. I will do my best so that we can make this work. I will do my best so we can make this work. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, but what was the point of that? Giselle. I was too awkward back then, even to compliment you on your smile, to put my feelings into words. I was too cynical to accept what you said at face value, which I know caused you plenty of grief. I am not much better now than I was then, but I will tell you this. When next I see you, I want more than anything to let you know how much I adore your smile, and how much I don't want to lose you, or it ever again. You must never reclaim your old selves. Is that a witch? Become my loyal servants, always at my side, and curse them with me, my dears. Eternal suffering on all their souls. Oh god, why is there blood everywhere? My consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, is slowly drawn back to the surface. With each new breath, feeling gradually returns to my fingers. I can hear the pattering of rain from somewhere, and the sound of crackling fire. Creak, creak, creak. Splurt, splurt, splurt. My shell. It takes a moment for me to realize that I am in the very same spot where I first awoke. I don't know how I got here, but I'm sitting in a rocking chair, hunched forward. My head feels like someone filled it with rocks, and I'm having difficulty focusing. My joints are creaking, and I feel like I'm going to vomit. A suffocating odor hangs over the room. What is this? Giselle. Giselle! Everything come back to me all at once. That's right, I watched Morgana kidnap her. I watched the witch drag her into the darkness, unable to reach her hand. Where are you, Morgana? I know you're there, cackling as you look down on me. Say something, witch. I will find you. I will take her back. What on earth? A pool of liquid at my feet, rising just short of my ankles. It's sticky and uncomfortably warm. It's blood. Every step I take makes splat splat noise. This is blood. The mansion has taken on a very different face from when Giselle was leading me through its halls. Blood of unknown origin not only covered the floor, but also streamed down the walls and dripped from the ceiling. I'm speechless as I behold a dreadful scene. Every breath I take taste and smell of rust. Blech. It's all so unreal, beyond my comprehension. All I can do is stare aghast, feeling like I might pass out. Giselle, are you seeing this? This same twisted nightmare as me. I imagine of her floating alone in the vast sea of blood flashes through my mind. That vision kicks me into motion. I promise I will come for you. So please, hang in there for a little longer. I began walking, or more accurately, dragging my heavy feet forward. The constant splashing of blood against my ankles grated at my already taut nerves. Morgana told me to find my way to her, and I can think of only one place she would be. She and Giselle must be there. The chapel? The stained glass window splattered with blood too. It splattered with blood too. It creates a trail like streams of tears running down the Archangel's face. I gave the window a brief glance before making my way to the door leading to the observation tower. However, why won't it open? It shouldn't be a lock. So why? Lustrous black chains seal the metal door. I can recall no such obstruction presence during either my life or my time here after. What on earth is going on in this house? No, that's not important right now. What matters is making it through the door. Damn it. I pull and I push, but the chains won't give an inch. They feel sturdy enough that I probably couldn't cut through them either. There has to be some way. I consider giving up here and scouring the rest of the house. But I'm convinced the tower is my best chance. The fact that it's sealed now when it hasn't been before feels like a challenge more than a deterrent. I trace a length of chain with my hands, and at the end of it I find a particular looking lock onto which the ends of several chains have been fed. There are 3 keyholes. Morgana fashioned a custom lock just for this. I need to find 3 keys to open the door then. But I have no idea where to begin my search. I live here more than 10 years, and yet it feels like I've stepped into a strange land. No, it's not the same house. Searching blindly is only going to waste time, and the longer I take, the more danger she is in. I met someone before who had a key. I feel like I need to save here too. Because if it's time sensitive, then I need to act fast. I met someone before who had a key. It was before I had reclaimed myself, when I was exploring the mansion alone. Think, Michael, who was the man in the painting? The painting. Like everything else in the house, the painting is covered in blood, and it depicts a serene rural landscape, only makes the contrast that much grimmer. I remember talking to this painting. Assuming I wasn't hallucinating, I have a question for you. Are you awake? Please wake up. Oh, it actually woke up. Ah. Can you hear my voice? Please say something. There. You reside here in the house like the witch, don't you? You've been here with her all this time, haven't you? Then you must know how to get into the observation tower. About the 3 keys that I need to open the lock. I need to get into the tower. Please tell me where I can find the keys. Say something, damn it. Answer my question. Uh, someone there. What? What's the matter? I feel kind of strange. Did the witch do something to me? Please get a hold of yourself. Everything is all red. I can't stand it. I don't remember using that color. I reach my hand up to try to wipe as much of the blood off the canvas as possible, but I can't even smear it with my sleeve, let alone get it off. You're wasting your time, but there's thought that counts. But the thought counts. Anyways, you had a question for me. Go on, I'm listening. I guess the painting isn't on the witch's side then. The door to the observation tower has been locked. I need to gather 3 keys, I think. That's my assumption. Since the lock has 3 keyholes, do you know any such keys? And if so, could you tell me where they might be? Keys. Please stay with me. You're the only one I can ask for help. Keys. I'm guessing this is probably in some way connected to her past. Her past. You know, the events which the witch is always cursing about. What happened between her and those 3 men? What happened between them? The keys, they are probably within the 3 of them. 3 shadows. You must have seen them. 3 men, 3 shadows. Jacob, Mel, and Yukimasa. Wait, no. Yes. Find them. And you'll probably find the keys too. But watch yourself. They aren't likely to trust you easily. The depths of their sins grow greater the farther you go. Visit them in order. In order. The first one probably won't be a problem. Mel? So tell me something. You're Michelle, aren't you? What? I wanted to apologize to you for so long. Wait. What do you mean? Do you know me? Did you? What do you want to apologize for? Tell me, please. Could you be? But why? How? When everything else is finished, I'm going to need to visit this painting again. But now, I have other things to do. The painting gave me a hint about where I could find the keys. I don't know anything about this past Morgana has with the 3 men. I never asked her about herself after all. So maybe I'm going to end up having to do more than just simply take Giselle back. Has our involvement with the witch caused us to be swept up into her twisted maelstrom of fate? Regardless, I need to get back to work. I need to get to work. The painting said to visit them in order. I assume he was referring to the order I entered the 3 doors. Okay, so... I'm assuming each one of these is going to be a different story. I know I need to go to the Rose Garden first because that's where Mel is at. Then I need to go to the cellar and then the den. Let me save. Salvage. Nice. So each of these are going to be their own episodes. So I'm going to end this one here. How long have I been recording? An hour. That's good enough. Okay, so we'll do this tomorrow? Yeah, I will start with a rose garden, because that's where Mel is at. Then the cellar? The cellar, and then the den. Right. I saved, right? Yes, I did. Salvage. Nice.